The Bharatiya Janata Party has made no secrets that Hindutva is its key poll plank in the upcoming Karnataka elections. But this is only in addition to the massive outreach program the party is engaging its cadres in at the grassroots level. On this episode of State of Play with me, Anusha Ravi Sood on South First, we take a look at the exercise the BJP is handling at the grassroots level in the run-up to Karnataka Assembly polls. It's a tough election for the BJP, for a party that has never won a majority on its own and has actually never beaten the vote share of the Congress. Fighting anti-incumbency against the BJP government here at the state level led by Basavaraj Bommai is a huge challenge. While the party keeps the opposition, its baiters, very busy with discourses or discussions on ideological, even communal and political issues online and offline, the real work with clockwork precision is taking place on the grassroots level to change the narrative, the public perception that has been built around the BJP in Karnataka over the last few years. Leaders of the BJP tell South First that around 15 lakh cadres of the Saffron Party are working round the clock at the grassroots level, going door to door to change the wind in favor of the BJP, and this they are doing with 12-member booth executive committees taking on the responsibility of ensuring the poll plan of the BJP is implemented as MLAs and aspirants of assembly seats overlook or supervise such initiatives. Other than the massive public rallies that leaders of the BJP, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi, are scheduled to address in the run-up to assembly elections, the real work for the BJP is taking place on the grassroots level, on the ground level, with its booth executive committees reaching out to people door to door with multiple campaigns. The targeting is cross-sectional micro-targeting. Every single booth committee has ensured the appointment of page pramukhs or page chiefs who are also digital and work offline. Online, the party has more than 50,000 WhatsApp groups and lakhs of campaign pages that are managed specifically to target booths. Booth level meetings, road corner meetings, village town square meetings, temple congregations, door-to-door campaigns, etc. are some of the regular conventional campaigning that the BJP is indulging in Karnataka. But while they do this, the cadres have been given very specific tasks. One, to make a list of key voters, and another, a list of beneficiaries. Given how anti-incumbency is working against the party at the local level, the BJP has come up with a novel idea to counter or sail over anti-incumbency. One, to drum up the charm, the name and the appeal of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his governance at the centre for about 8.5 years. The second, and more importantly, the cadres have been given a task to identify beneficiaries on central government schemes and state government schemes and make them the ambassadors of the party's good work. When they go door to door, the primary pitch of the BJP has been, much like Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Amit Shah have been stating in their rallies, double-engine government. Making ambassadors out of the beneficiaries of central government schemes like PM Kisan Yojana, for example, has been the party's way of convincing other voters to support the BJP and ensure double-engine sarkar not just in the 2023 assembly elections but use the assembly elections as a step towards 2024 Lok Sabha elections. The party is doing a combined campaigning for both elections. BJP General Secretary in Karnataka, Ravi Kumar, while talking to South First about how the party is going about this booth outreach program, said every single booth committee reaches out to 250 or 300 houses, depending on the kind of presence the party has. Even the targets that have been given to these booth committees is very specific. The party has identified booths where the BJP is very strong, moderately in competition with other parties, and BJP is very weak. In booths that the BJP is strong, the booth committees have been given a target of enhancing the party's vote share by 15 to 20%. These are booths that the party already has a strong hold in. But in booths that the party does not have the kind of influence it would like, or in booths that do not traditionally vote for the BJP, Karyakartas have been given a target of increasing the party's vote share by about 50%. While campaigning at the micro level, the party, as other parties would too, is indulging in a little bit of symbolism, hoisting of flags on top of BJP leaders and workers' residences across the state, stickering of the BJP symbol or slogans for vehicles, cars, bikes, etc. Wall painting on the houses of those supporting the BJP or cadres of the BJP with slogans expressing confidence in the BJP are some of the initiatives that the party has been doing for symbolism to create an atmosphere in favor of the BJP. But while they do that, more so, the party is specifically targeting different sections of people, whether it is SC/ST community voters, whether it is women, youngsters, especially first-time voters. The party's intent is to ensure that its existing vote bank is retained, new voters are identified and added into the party's kitty. At the same time, also convince voters that the 2023 assembly elections in Karnataka will mean what 2024 Lok Sabha election results will be like as well. This is perhaps the first time that the BJP in Karnataka is heading into polls without a state leader's face as the face of the campaign. And to offset this, naturally the party is turning to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Every single booth executive member, according to MLA of the BJP from Hubli Dharwad, Arvind Bellar, as he told to South First, these booth committees are representational in nature. They have people from SC/ST communities, OBC communities, women, youngsters, first-time voters as well. Since this is a representational executive committee at every booth level, each of the member has been given specific targets. For example, SC/ST members of the booth committee identify one SC voter per page who can turn into an influencer on behalf of the party. Women as much too. Women Morcha, Mahila Morcha workers of the BJP are going booth by booth, identifying women, reaching out to women who can turn influencers on the party's behalf. While all other morchas are focused on multiple things, Women Morcha, the women wing of the BJP, is also focused on reaching out to Muslim women in particular. The BJP acknowledges that the Congress has been successful in building a narrative of mass corruption against the existing BJP government in the state. As N. Ravi Kumar, the General Secretary of the BJP in Karnataka, told South First, the primary job of cadres going door to door, giving pamphlets of the BJP, listing out the schemes of the central government, the state government, what the BJP has done for the people in the last few years. The primary agenda of going door to door is to change this narrative at the grassroots level. When BJP cadres are going door to door, the primary topic that they discuss are tapped water to households, road infrastructure development, the PM Kisan Samman Yojana, the state government's weavers minimum income scheme, the promise by the state government to hike SC and ST reservation in Karnataka and recategorization of reservation quota for Lingayats and Vokligas are the topics that are highlighted by BJP cadres when they visit people, when they visit voters in different booths and constituencies. The co-in-charge for Karnataka and the vice president of BJP at the centre, DK Aruna, while speaking to South First, has spoken about how the party has categorized the 224 assembly constituencies in Karnataka into A, B and C categories. A category, this is something every party does. A categories are seats that the party is sure of a victory. It doesn't have to put in too much effort into ensuring that it emerges victorious out of there. B seats are where the party is in competition with another political party. C seats are where the party has the least chances of winning, but those are also the seats that the party puts in much more resources and much more time in terms of campaigning. DK Aruna, while speaking to South First, spoke about how in B category seats, the party is investing much more labor, much more footwork, much more outreach, and is identifying communities, groups and sects that can be converted into BJP voters. But in C category seats, the BJP is doing something much more. In C category seats, the BJP is not just looking to woo voters but also leaders and cadres from other parties. As DK Aruna said, there may not be leadership in these C category seats, there may not be cadres of the BJP in these seats, but there are still voters, and converting these voters into dedicated voters or perhaps cadres and picking leaders from other parties is also something that the BJP is looking at. Ravi Kumar, while talking to South First, spoke about how A category seats come under divisions of Dakshin Kannada, Udupi, Chikmagalur, Kodagu, Bengaluru, urban perhaps parts of Davangere and Tumkur. But there are B category seats like Bidar, Yadgir, Kalburgi, and C category seats largely in old Mysuru region, which has been a problematic area for the BJP like Mysore, Mandya, Hassan, etc. MLAs or aspirants for MLA tickets have been given a very specific task. New works have been tendered and MLAs have been put in charge of ensuring that the tendered works are completed by April. Before election, local level leadership has been given the task of convincing people that BJP means development and BJP does not mean corruption. That is the kind of change in narrative that the party is looking at. Micro-targeting for the BJP is not taking place just at the grassroots level. Even in large rallies, public rallies of leaders, the party is ensuring that it gets its signalling right. For example, the recent convention of the Prime Minister. On 19th of January, Prime Minister Narendra Modi was addressing a convention in Karnataka, and largely the highlight of this event was handing over of land deeds, ownership deeds to members of the Banjara community. While this was launched at the Prime Minister's event, it is the booth level Karyakartas of the BJP who are taking this forward at the booth level or at the grassroots level. While lakhs and lakhs of cadres of the BJP carry out activities at the booth level, attempting to change the public perception that has been built against the BJP over the years, senior leaders of the party, the central leadership of the party, is also ensuring that its signalling is correct. For example, when Amit Shah arrives in Mandya, he is very prominently seen with the seer of a very prominent Vokkaliga Matha. When JP Nadda launches the Vijay Sankalpa campaign for the BJP, the party ensures that it is launched from two very prominent Lingayat Mathas, and this comes at a time when the party's internal survey has suggested that Lingayats, who are the primary vote bank of the BJP, may not extend consolidated support to the party this time around, given the Panchamasali Lingayat reservation stir, given no prominent leaders of the community, from the community, have been able to command the kind of support that B.S. Yedurappa, now sidelined in the party, has been able to over the years. But primarily, the party's intent is simple. If there is anti-incumbency against the local level leadership, convert that into support for the central leadership of the BJP, primarily Prime Minister Narendra Modi. If there is public perception of BJP being a corrupt party or giving a corrupt government in Karnataka, attempt to change that perception by handing out, by detailing or highlighting the kind of schemes, the kind of works that the party has undertaken in the last few years in the state and as well as the central level, and convince people that a vote for the BJP in 2023 assembly election is just a stepping stone for the vote for BJP in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. We at South First will keep a very close track of how Karnataka elections take different turns in the run-up to polling day. Do stay tuned to South First. This is Anusha Ravi Sood.